These are the 2 boxes of confetti crayons. Let's look at them real fast and compare the difference that we see just right here on the front. This is the darker color. This is lighter. We see difference. This, instead of being green, it's a different color down here. It's lost the shimmer. Other than that, and the colors, the pencil is not as vibrant pink. We've lost the shimmer, which these ones aren't quite shimmery crayons, so that might be why they took that off. For the first year, they just wanted to have a fun package design, but now they're more accurate to what they look like. These are the same descriptions. The colors are different on the back. We see -201, -200. Same here, just a little bit. They didn't bold the phone number anymore. And this is the same, except for now it says Serpentine Design down there, 2023 instead of 2020. They do have the same UPC code. So if you're ordering these, you might get this box or this box. And they do have a different picture on here. Let's see on the bottom. They both have the AP symbol on them. They're non-toxic. Contents and colors may vary. And they have the stamp here, which is probably from the factory. The top is a little bit different too. They have a donut. So they kind of went with the eating theme on here, whereas before it was kind of like a party with the monster. So we are going to look at these 2 colors side by side. What we're going to do is we're going to cut these out so we can compare them side by side. These come from my Every Color, and I'll leave a link to purchase this if you want to get these swatch charts. So you can do this yourself. But we're going to cut these out, and then we are going to look at these and compare them. We are going to first dump out the crayons on each box. Okay, we're going to make sure we don't mix them up because I've already looked. And the wrapper's the same, but the crayons are not. So we have to make sure. It'd be nice if they differentiated them somehow. But they didn't. So we can look and make sure, but let's see. These look similar. So, oh, those are not even the same, but there's no differentiating feature. So we have to make sure that these stay on this side and these stay on this side. These come from the old box on this side, but we will do the colors at the same time. So first off, we're going to pick, we'll start with Magenta Fiesta. We'll start with the top. Okay, so we got Magenta Fiesta over here. I'm going to label these old, new. That way we will be able to tell the difference. The colors you can see are different. So we'll see how they translate when we color with them. So, that's weird. I'm just doing a light layer first. Then I will go over it again. So we can get that gradient. So these have, if you see like them not being the same color, it's because there are specks of different crayon colors in here. So like, I'm coloring with this. I'm like, why is that? Oh yeah, there's different colors in here. So it's not going to be the same. So that's our Magenta Fiesta from the old ones, and then we'll look at the Magenta Fiesta from the new ones. They could have changed some of the formulation of these two. So it looks like this one has like a little bit redder in it, and this one doesn't. We'll see. So ever so slight change on this one. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. Oh, I just put the old one. Gosh, this is gonna be hard. All right, so they look a little bit different, just slightly. Like this one might be a little lighter. This one is a little darker for the new one, which translates to what we saw on the crayon. So Meteor Shower is next. On close examination, this one looks like a little pinker. This one looks a little whiter. So this is new. This is old. So we'll start with this one. So the real trick to these crayons is that you can see that they have this kind of like, even though it's white, they have specks of other crayon in them. Okay, so now we get to check the other Meteor Shower. Okay, so now we're kind of really seeing a difference. This one, the laydown, I don't know if they had tried to improve the laydown because the other ones were super light, but we're getting more pigment out of this one for sure. It looks like maybe gray was put in. So maybe like some different combination of colors right there. So if you look at these two now, you'll see the difference. Whereas this one's lighter, this one's a little bit darker. Right, next is at the Circus. Oh, maybe we should do Cupcake Sprinkles. I don't know which one, how I had these ordered. Okay. Okay, this one looks like it has maybe more colors in it. This one looks a little greener, but we'll see when we color with them. So at the Circus, so maybe blue, red, and green for these confetti. I was trying to do gradient, but then I realized I forgot that these ones were kind of, a lot of them are very light. So it doesn't, sometimes with light things, it doesn't work as well. So this one actually looks pretty similar. I don't know if they changed this one much. Maybe a little more pigmented than the last one. You can see that. Maybe, I definitely feel like these are a little bit more pigmented than those ones. That's what I'm gathering so far. Okay, Campfire Jamboree. All right, this is the old one, this is the new one. Sorry, this is the old one, this is the new one. So, this one looks a little bit more pigmented, but we'll see. Oh, that one's pretty yellow, that one's good. Can get a gradient with this one. Okay, so this is our Campfire Jamboree. Sorry about that. And then this is our other Campfire Jamboree. These are looking pretty similar. I say those ones are the most similar so far. Next one is Garden Soiree. This one is very, very light. It's like a green color, but you can build it up a little bit. All right, so let's see this next one. This is a newer one. So, I don't know. Looks similar. This one might be just a bit more pigmented than that one. Okay. Next one is Winter Gallop. So the difference between these two, this one looks like it has a few more specks in it than this one. That's all I see, pretty much. Let's try the old one. Blue, pink. That's what I'm seeing so far. Okay. And then let's try this one. This one looks to be a bit more pigmented. We're really getting that blue in here more. Yeah, it's definitely, look at that difference. So I feel like they tried to come in and make it a little bit more pigmented. So Cupcake Sprinkles are about the same color. This one, the old one is a little lighter. So we'll see how that translates when we do this. Let's see. Trying to get that gradient. And this crayon is pretty pigmented. Looks like red, blue. All right, so let's look at the new one next to it. So this one is definitely looking more pigmented. We're definitely getting more color with the new one. That seems to be the overarching thing. Party fish. So I did this one in a party fish here, a little short, and people were like, whoa, that's a big difference. So I'll show you this one. Okay, so these two are the same. They're both party fish, which we can see that these are obviously different. So let's see how much differently they color. This one's lighter, so I assume it's going to be lighter on the paper. Right. Okay, so that's about the color. I mean, it's a pretty color. It looks like orange, red, yellow, that sort of stuff. Okay, and then let's look at the new one. Okay, so this one is definitely pinker. I think they added like a red violet in here. I'm just going to do it lighter so we can get that gradient going. But this is probably one of the biggest difference of ones. Look at that. Those, I wouldn't believe those would be the same color. So that one was definitely a formula change there. Like just all of these so far. This one just looks a little bit more vibrant. They probably did some testing and they're like, well, we should make them more vibrant because People don't like them because they're not vibrant. All right, the next one we have is Mermaid Pageant. So these are the two. This one's definitely more orange looking. That one's whiter. So this is the old one. So I'm pressing. It's kind of hard to get, but we can get some out of it. Okay, that is Mermaid Pageant. Let's see the difference. This one's the new one. So they added blue to this one, most definitely. So I did not see the blue in the other one. This one actually looks quite different. I don't know if it's more... It could be more pigmented, but it definitely... They changed whatever blue, green they put in there. And that one does look different too. Tweed Jubilee. So at first glance, this one, the old one looks a little bit darker. Got flakes on here. So I'm trying to get as much pigment as I can to see what the pigmented part would look like on that side. Okay, now we're going to try it on this side. The new one. I'm definitely seeing, I feel like more green come out. Yeah, that's a deeper green right there. I don't know if they improved the formula somehow so more color would come out at the same time so they wouldn't be as light. But Tweed Jubilee, this one looks greener to me. Okay, Blizzard Blast is another white one. Okay, and this one looks bluer. The old one looks bluer to me, but you see that doesn't always translate when we're doing this. So we definitely have that blue red underbase right there. It's a very, very light crayon. I remember the first video I made for this, people were like, I can't see the crayon. Well, they are pretty light, but okay. So that's Blizzard Blast, the old one. This is the new one. Let's see if we have any more color. Yeah, so you're, ooh, yeah. So I didn't even try to make it darker on the side. It just came out on accident. So maybe I'll just do this side darker. Yeah, so we're definitely seeing more of this blue, greenish. Definitely a darker one on the new one. Birthday Child. Where are you, Birthday Child? Birthday Child is a purple one. Again, this one is a lot different, so we'll have to see how different they translate. The new one is darker. So that's not actually a bad color. It's pretty vibrant, I would say. This is the new one. So now I'm really pressing to get that pigment out. And you can see that it like is almost as light as the other one. But it goes definitely a much darker tone right here. So you can get more color gradients out of that one. Okay, next is New Year's Eve. Let's see if we have that one. Of course we have that one, but where is that one? Okay, New Year's Eve is a light purple color. Let's see. Oh my gosh, look at that difference. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't have it. So these ones are different colors. We'll see. Same colors, but different. Same names, but they're different colors on the thing. So this one seems to be white based. Okay, I'm trying to press as hard as I can over here to see the gradient that I can get, but that's about it. I mean, decent. Okay, I have a feeling this one's gonna be a lot different, but we'll see. Yeah, so this one is not white based. And you can already see the difference that we're gonna get. And so that was the light phase, which got almost to the dark phase of the other one. So it seems like maybe they switched some of these white bases out. I don't know what they did, but they're probably like, oops, let's try this again. So they actually had some of these confetti crayons back in the day in the 90s. And I wonder how these compare. I wonder if these were the old formula and they're like, oh, let's improve them. Okay, so the next one is Flamingo Pear Festival. That one's still a little white. Okay, not much difference. Okay, this one's the old one. So this is the light phase, and we'll go in a little bit darker on this side. I mean, it gets decent amount for a white-based crayon. Okay, let's try it on this side. So, ooh, this is another one where they changed. They must have changed the formula, 'cause look at that. So this is going in dark now on this side. Full throttle. The difference. This one looks like an orange. This one looks like a reddish salmon. So definitely different. That one's definitely different since that blew out. Okay. These ones are very different. This one's darker. This one's not. So I assume that'll translate to a darker crayon. So that's the light phase, and now we're going to go in and darken it up. Okay, so that's as dark as we get. All right, and then we're going to go over here to this one. I have a feeling this is, look, the light phase is like what the dark phase was over there. It looks like a different color. So again, it seemed like on this one they went like for more pinker tones than they did before. Yeah, that one is definitely, I would not say that's the same color. Would you? That one looks more sunset. I mean, that looks like, I mean, various shades. Like you could actually use these together. This is the light part of the sky. This is the dark part of the sky. Oh, this is so interesting. Llama Palooza. Okay, these ones are similar. This one looks a little more yellowy than that one does. Okay, that's about as dark as it gets. Come over here to Llama Palooza. I have so many flakes of crayons everywhere. Like, don't draw on my surface. Okay. So let's have this one up so we can kind of see what it looks like as we're going. So it looks like there's maybe a darker green within this again. So they probably just added that darker green. That's a cool gradient there. Yeah, definitely different, those two. Oh, this is better. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just figuring out how to arrange those things. Pool Party is next. Okay, this is another one where they're drastically different, darker, which seems to be the theme for the new ones. Let's see what this one looks like. I'm not seeing a ton of colors in this one, the old one. I mean, it does get pretty dark. That's a pretty color, like a robin's egg blue type color, maybe. Okay, that's not bad, not bad. This one's probably gonna look more forest green, but that's my guess. Okay, so that's the light one, going over it just lightly. Okay, definitely darker on the new one. 4th of July. I remember this one had like red, white, and blue in it before. Okay, so not seeing a ton of difference, but it seems like with the white ones, they've tended to not make the white show up as much. Oh, this was supposed to be the new one. Okay, guys, I messed up. Okay, this is the old one. We'll just have to color over the new one. I was like, I'm doing so good, and then I changed it around and I messed up. Okay, so I'm coloring over it, but you can see that this one has a lot more red and blue in it than this one. Because like if I colored it over again, even if I tried to color over again right here, I don't get any darker. If you see, like it only gets to be like that blue. That makes sense. Whereas this one, when I color over it, we're really getting a pigment in here. So maybe not the most, but there are a difference when I colored it over. So yeah, that's very interesting. 4th of July is definitely more pigmented. Okay, summertime is next. Summertime, pink here, pink here. This one is a little bit lighter, the old one. We're gonna do it at the right space this time. Like, should I have given myself more stuff at the bottom? Okay. So that's the old summertime. This is the new summertime. So going with a more pinker theme that we've kind of seen throughout it. The old one was more orange. This one is more pink. Okay. Oh boy. This one is more orange. This one is more pink. Clambake is next. Clambake, this one looks peacher. So this is another white based one. But look at the color that comes out of that one. It's like a gray that they put in there. It's like, ooh, you accidentally burnt your Clambake. Oh, it looks interesting. Okay. We're gonna go Clambake up here. See what the difference is. So definitely has that gray still, but it looks like it's just kind of the theme where it's more saturated than the other one. Carnival Corn. Carnival Corn. This one looks darker, the new one. So this is the old. I'm like drawing on the table. Okay. So kind of like an orange. It's like, it looks like corn. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, so let's see if we come in darker what it looks like. This one not as orangey yellow. know, but they look similar. This one's like more reddish. This one's more yellowy. So, Spring Break is next. These ones are different. Spring Break, Spring Break. In case you didn't believe me. The names. This one's lighter. So that one's the old one. Here's our new one. Huh, this one, that's interesting. Let's see. The other one looks bluer. That one looks yellower. It's like they replaced the blue. I'm trying to see if I can get any more down. Come on, go away. Yeah, so that one looks bluer, that one looks more yellow. Go figure. Raindrops is next. The old one is lighter. Okay. It has some red in it, but it didn't really show up. Okay, Raindrops there. Yeah, definitely seeing more of the red in this one. And it's getting darker as the theme. Okay. And then our last one. They are very different also. Rose Parade. So it's definitely a brown. Let's see what this one looks like. This one's darker for sure. And it has more red in it, it looks like. So more rosy to fit with the theme, I guess. All right, so here are our two colors. Swatch things. I could look at it from this way, look at it from this way. But if we look at them kind of like this, for the most part, this one, the new ones just look, and then we compare it to this one, they look darker. Some of them are obviously very different, like Party Fish, which is a new color entirely, but Cupcake Sprinkles just looks darker. They all just look that little tinge darker, even Birthday Child. So some colors are different in some of the crayons, and then some of them, they're just more, like Sunset Luau is very different between the two. Llama Palooza gets darker, the new one. And then Pool Party is darker. 4th of July is darker. New Year's Eve is darker. Summertime. Looks like they kind of took some of the orange out. Clambake. That one probably looks the most similar. Carnival Corn. This one is, the old one's a little darker, which is not the same. And then these are like, this one has more yellow. This one has more dark green in it. Raindrops is darker on the new one. And Rose Parade is darker on the new one. So what do you guys think? I feel like you might be able to use like both of these together, especially, what was I saying, Sunset Luau. Putting those together in a sky would look really cool. So which ones do you guys like better? Do you like the new ones or the old ones that they had? I think they just wanted to make them feel like they were different crayons, like more pigmented, because that's kind of the feeling I get here, because these ones are very pastel in nature and these ones are more pigmented. So I feel like they would be nice to use together, but I think they'll probably, I don't know, they might continue making the old box, or they might just say, hey, these are the new ones going forward. As soon as we sell out of these, that will be done. Anyway, let me know what you think. You can catch the original video on these confetti crayons, or you could watch some of the other specialty crayons that I have. And I think they have made more changes. So as I get those boxes, this was the first one I see, I will be getting those on here for you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.